Republic Act No. 9003 is an act providing for an ecological solid waste management program, creating the necessary institutional mechanism and incentives, declaring certain acts prohibited and providing penalties, appropriating funds, therefore, and for other purposes. Here are the basic policies of Republic Act No. 9003, Article 1 by general provisions. We have the Section 1. The short title, this act shall be known as the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000. We also have under the Section 2, the Declaration of Policies. It is hereby declared the policy of the state to adopt a systematic, comprehensive, and ecological solid waste management program which shall ensure the protection of public health and environment, utilize environmentally sound methods that maximize the utilization of valuable resources, and encourage resource conservation and recovery, set guidelines and targets for solid waste avoidance and volume reduction through source reduction and waste minimization measures, including composting, recycling, reuse, recovery, green charcoal process, and others. Before collection, treatment and disposal in appropriate and environmentally sound 697 solid waste management facilities in accordance with ecologically sustainable development principles. Retain primary enforcement and responsibility of solid waste management with local government units while establishing a cooperative effort among the national government and other local government units, non-government organizations, and private sector. Encourage cooperation and self-regulation among waste generators through the applications of market-based instruments. Institutionalize public participation in the development and implementation of national and local integrated, comprehensive, and ecological waste management programs. And last, strengthen the integration of ecological solid waste management and resource conservation and recovery topics into the academic curricula of formal and non-formal education in order to promote environmental awareness and action among the citizenry. And now let us proceed to the purpose of this act to be discussed by Ms. Cyril Ann Flores.
And now let's proceed to the purpose of this act under Article 2, Section 3, Definition of Terms. Ecological solid waste management shall refer to the systematic administration of activities which provide for segregation at source, segregated transportations, storage, transfer, processing, treatment, and disposal of solid waste and all other waste management activities which do not harm the environment. Opportunity to recycle shall refer to the act of providing a place for collecting source separated recyclable material located either at a disposal site or other locations more convenient to the populations being served, and collection at least once a month of source separated recyclable material from collection service customers, and two, providing a public education and promotion program that gives notice each persons of the opportunity to recycle and encourage source separations of recyclable material. And further receptacles shall refer to individual containers used for the source separations and the collections of recyclable materials. Recovered materials shall refer to material and byproducts that have been recovered or diverted from solid waste for the purpose of being collected, processed, and used as raw material in the manufacture of a recycled product. Recyclable material shall refer to any waste material retrieved from the waste stream and free from contamination that can still be converted into sustainable beneficial use or for another purposes, including but not limited to used paper, ferrous scrap metal, non-ferrous scrap metal, used oil, corrugated cardboard, aluminum, glass, office paper, tin cans, and other materials as may be determined by the commissions. And now, may I call Mr. Lancha Rakipo to continue the purpose of this act.
Thank you, Ms. Flores. So let's continue the discussion about this act. Recycling shall refer to the treating of used or waste material through a process of making it suitable for beneficial use and for other purposes, and includes any process by which solid waste materials are transformed into new products in such a manner that original product may lose their identity, and which may use as raw materials for the production of other goods and services, provided that the collection, segregation, and reuse of previously used packaging material shall be deemed recycling under this act. Resource recovery shall refer to the collection, extraction, or recovery of recycled materials from the waste stream for the purpose of recycling, generating energy, and producing a product suitable for beneficial use. Such as recovery facilities exclude incineration. Segregation and source shall refer to a solid waste management practice of separating, at the point of origin, different materials found in solid waste in order to promote recycling and reuse of resources and to reduce the volume of waste for collecting and disposal. And now, to the institution mechanical under Chapter 2 to be discussed by Mr. Cachapero. Thank you.
National Solid Waste Management Commission. There is hereby established a National Solid Waste Management Commission, hereinafter referred to as the Commission, under the Office of the President. The Commission shall be composed of 14 members from the government sector and 3 members from the private sector. The government sector shall be represented by the heads of the following agencies: Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Department of the Interior and Local Government, Department of Science and Technology, Department of Public Works and Highways, Department of Health, Department of Trade and Industry, Department of Agriculture, Metro Development Authority, League of Provincial Governors, League of City Mayors, League of Municipal Mayors, Associated of Barangay Councils, Technical Education and Skill Development Authority, and Philippine Information Agency.
The Provincial Solid Waste Management Board shall have the following functions and responsibilities: develop a provincial solid waste management plan from the submitted solid waste management plans of the respective city and municipal solid waste management boards herein created. It shall review and integrate the submitted plans of all its component cities and municipalities and ensure that the various plans complement each other and have the requisite components. The Provincial Solid Waste Management Plan shall be submitted to the Commission for approval. The provincial plan shall reflect the general program of action and initiatives of the provincial government in implementing a solid waste management program that will support the various initiatives of its component cities and municipalities. Sec 14 National Solid Waste Management Status Report. The department, in coordination with the DOH and other concerned agencies, shall within 6 months after the effectivity of this act prepare a National Solid Waste Management Status Report, which shall be used as a basis in formulating the National Solid Waste Management Framework provided in Sec 15 of this act. The concerned agency shall submit to the department relevant data necessary for the completion of the said report within 3 months following the effectivity of this act. The said report shall include, but shall not be limited to, the following.
Section 16. Local Government Solid Waste Management Plans. The province, city, or municipality, through its local solid waste management boards, shall prepare its respective 10-year solid waste management plans, consistent with the National Solid Waste Management Framework, provided that the waste management plan shall be for the reuse, recycling, and composting of wastes generated in the respective jurisdictions. Provided further that the solid waste management plan of the LGU shall ensure the efficient management of solid waste generated within its jurisdictions. The plan shall place primary emphasis on the implementation of all feasible reuse, recycling, and composting programs, while identifying the amount of the landfill and transformation capacity that will be needed for solid waste which cannot be reused, recycled, or composted. The plan shall contain all the components provided in the Section 17 of this Act and timetable for the implementation of the solid waste management program in accordance with the national framework and pursuant to the provision of this Act. Provided, finally, that it shall be reviewed and updated every year by the provincial, city, or municipal solid waste management board. For LGUs, which have considered solid waste management alternatives to comply with Section 37 of this Act, but are unable to utilize such alternatives, a timetable or schedule of compliance specifying the remedial measures and eventual compliance shall be included in the plan. All local government solid waste management plans shall be subjected to the approval of the Commission. The plan shall be consistent with the national framework and in accordance with the provision of this Act and of the policies set by the Commission. Provided that in the province of Palawan, the local government solid waste management plan shall be approved by the Palawan Council for Sustainable Development pursuant to Republic Act No. 7611.